Give me just a second, guys. I'm going through some construction. Okay. Hey, Pam, how are you? Been going through road construction forever. Hey, Chuck, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm in Indy. We're heading towards West Virginia. We keep hitting pockets of slow traffic because they're doing all kinds of road construction on the 70 right now. Come on, dude. Oh, thank you. Go let me in. That's unusual. Not too often people let truckers in. That was nice of them. I got to tell them thank you. Our thank you lights on our truck or on our trailer's not working, so I have to put my four ways on. Hey, Miss Diane, how are you? Pam, how are you doing? Did you go back to driving? Are you still chilling out, relaxing, enjoying your retirement? Hey, Terry, how are you? Hey, Miss Kathy, where are you and Chris at? I'll pay somebody to get rid of my headache for me. Yeah, the 81 in West Virginia is very windy and very hilly. Ooh, I see the smoke from the Walmart warehouse distribution over there. It's off to the left. Huge cloud. You guys heard about that fire for that Walmart distribution? Hold on a second. I'll move my camera over there so you guys can see. You can see that huge plume of smoke. See it over there, guys? Left-hand side. Huge, huge plume of smoke coming up. We're heading that way. So if you guys go to Google and you type in Walmart warehouse fire, Plainfield, Indiana, you'll see live video feeds because it's going on right now. Luckily, what I heard was nobody was hurt, which is a good thing, but it's such a huge fire, it's showing up on the satellite images. I just saw a satellite image right before I started driving. It was crazy. Hey, Pam, there's nothing wrong with chilling out. I wish I could. We haven't been home in so long, I'm not even sure I know what my home looks like. Kind of missing it. Out Oklahoma. We were there a couple days ago. Yesterday. We were in Oklahoma yesterday. I am on the 70, Pam. Right outside Indianapolis. So I'll have to take that bypass around Indianapolis because the 70 shut down there. Wow, I cannot believe how big that cloud of smoke is. We're about 20 minutes from there, too. So I'm sure it'll get bigger the closer we get. I don't know, Diane. I'm not 100% sure. I actually was stopped at a truck stop in Cloverdale because they were saying that there was a 2-hour delay on the highway. And I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get some lunch. And then when I was in there, the waitress was telling me that there was a huge fire. And I started getting alerts on my phone since I was so close to it. That's when I saw the live news camera footage. I swear to God, from right here looking at this, it looks like a nuclear bomb went off because the smoke fumes going up like this and then it's spreading around. And we're getting ready to go around a curve now, so you should be able to get a better view of it. But it looks like a very faded, like nuclear cloud. It's crazy. So as soon as we turn this corner, you guys should be able to see. And like I said, we're heading towards Plainfield, so you'll get a much better view. Yes, road construction all day. Seems to be my life. But that's okay. As long as they make the roads better, that's the important thing. Because this is a very, very bumpy road. Wow. Oh, you're going to Cheyenne. I don't know what the weather is supposed to do in Cheyenne. I haven't really looked today. Sure it's going to be windy, though. It seems like Wyoming is always closing. Closed to high and light on the 80. Closed to high and light on the 25. I swear, I seem to write that all the time in trucker safety info. I'm like, sorry, drivers. I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again. Oh, I wish, Lori. So, yeah, we're picking up in West Virginia. And then we're going to Maryland. And then from Maryland, we're going to California. And then I'm crossing my fingers. They're supposed to get me a load out of California heading towards Louisville, Kentucky, because the Midwest Truck Show is next week. And I got invited to go to the Road Pro meet and greet with Real Women in Trucking on Thursday. So I really want to be there. And I also said I would help out at the booth. So crossing my fingers that my dispatcher comes through and gets us a load that way. Because a lot of times when they send us to California, we tend to get stuck in California for a day or two because there's not as many loads coming out of the West Coast as there is on the East Coast for FedEx. So it's kind of a crapshoot. I don't think so, Lori. I think the route that I'm on right now, it's 74 pretty much the whole way because we have to be there at a certain time. Hey, Mike. I wonder whether they're ever going to get this detour figured out here through Indianapolis. Why are you overworked today, Mike? What did you do? Are you cleaning your apartment, moving furniture? What's the 411? Why does my hair look so fucking curly today? I have no idea. I didn't do anything today other than throw it up in barrettes, but it looks really, really curly on camera. Oh, all these bumps kill your back. Oh, you had therapy. That explains it. So you got a good workout. So, Mike, do you think the therapy's starting to work? Are you starting to see some improvement? Hey, Greg. Hello, and I hope you are both doing well. Have not seen you people for a long time. I'm sorry, Greg. Yeah, we've had a crazy schedule the last couple of weeks. So it's like sometimes we live stream, sometimes we don't. Oh, you had 2 therapy appointments. Say, well, yeah, no wonder you're tired, Big Mike. That would make you tired. Well, that's good to see that therapy is probably working if you're not hurting that much. I know whenever I'd have to do physical therapy, it was always like the beginning of the therapy, I'd be in pain for the first couple times. Then I'd start to see an improvement. But I think the initial shock of doing all the exercises that you're not used to, wow, it's a lot of smoke. Trying to wait until I get you guys a clear shot and I'll move my camera that way. It is just a lot of smoke. I can't believe that nobody got hurt. That's amazing. I hope nobody got hurt. Last time I heard, nobody got hurt. Of course, you know, news can change. Yeah, I wish, Mike, we only got like 9 hours to go. I mean, that's nothing, right? In the trucking world, that's nothing. But what's so funny is when we get home on our home time and say, like, my daughter wants us to come visit, she only lives like a half hour away. We're like, a half hour? That's so far. Yeah, we'll drive 9, 10, 11 hours a day. But a half hour is too far. Holy crap, that sucker is smoking. Thank you. I know hey Amber, hey Diane, I know we need to cook on the truck. I think tonight I'm going to do some stir frying. I haven't cooked on the while. Other than like making bagels, I haven't cooked on the truck much because honestly, we've been running so hard. We haven't had a chance to like stop and cook. It's like usually we're swapping and then we're driving. We're swapping and then we're driving. And we're not seeing each other much right now either because we're driving so much. Oh, I have to tell you guys something funny. True story, I got pulled over last night. Okay, so I have not been pulled over since I've been a truck driver, except for once in Canada when I got my ticket. So last night I was in Kansas, and I wasn't speeding. I was coming around a corner, and the speed limit had just dropped down to 55. I was doing 50 because I was going around a pretty sharp curve, and I didn't want to wake up Larry, so I slowed way, way down. And I saw a cop sitting there. I was like, so glad I slowed down. So I go around the curve, and all of a sudden, red and blue lights flashing in the back. I'm like, shit, what did I do? So I'm like looking at my trailer, make sure all my lights are lit up. I'm like, I used a turn signal. I wasn't speeding. Why am I getting pulled over? So I pull over on the side. I'm screaming back at Larry, like, Larry, I'm getting pulled over. I have no idea why. I swear to God, I didn't do anything wrong. So this young cop comes up. I mean, young, like maybe 23, 24 years old. He goes, license and registration, ma'am. I was like, okay. And I was like, really super nervous because I haven't gotten pulled over and I don't know what all the information they know or that they need. I figured medical card, driver's license, that kind of crap. And then he goes, so I'm just pulling you over today because we're doing a random level 1 inspection on you. I'm like, what? So I didn't do anything wrong. You're just pulling me over to do a level 1 inspection on me. Luckily, the load that I have on me, which I can't tell you what it is, but when he found out what I was hauling and who I was hauling it for, he's like, he's like, license. All right. Give me just a second, guys. I'll catch up on your comments in a minute. And the road construction. There's still road construction, so we'll see. I have a feeling I'm going to run into some more here soon. Hey, Miss Sheila. Hi, Travis. Holy crap. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you this off to the left. Hopefully you guys can see that. It. Oh, I think my mirror's right in the way. Hold on. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm trying to get you a good picture. It's like right where my mirror is. Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay. Okay, we are in Indiana. I am close to Plainfield, which I was trying to show you guys the Walmart fire. I don't know if you guys could see it or not. It's to my left, so it's kind of hard to show you. It is a massive fire. Oh, Greg, you never said anything wrong. Sorry. No. Trust me, if I was mad at you, I'd tell you. Not too many people make me mad, except for Big Mike. Just kidding, Mike. Mike just annoys the crap out of me. All right. All right, I got to figure out my exit. Hold on just a second, guys. We have to take a detour to get around Indianapolis. So I got to pay attention. Hey, Bernice, how are you? Hi, Cher, how are you? I am in Indiana, and I'm heading towards Virginia. Okay, guys, we're going to be going around this corner here by the Indianapolis Airport. You guys should be able to get a real good view of the Walmart fire because we're going to be going right past it. So, I believe, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's the airport. Oh, nope, I lied to you. We're going the wrong direction. Holy shit. Wow. That's the fire, guys. Sorry, I can't hold it there for too much longer. All right. Yeah, it's. I wish you guys could see how big it is in comparison to like where I'm at. It is massive. It's probably the biggest plume of smoke I've ever seen in my life. Now the airport's covering it up. All right. Yeah, share what it is it's a Walmart distribution center, like a warehouse in Plainfield, Indiana. I'm not sure what's the cause of the fire, but it started about an hour and a half ago, and it's so big that they were picking up the flames on satellite images. It was crazy. The last I heard, no one was injured. So, hey, Miss Lori. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Nike, of course. The exit that I want is at a standstill. Never fails. No, Lori, sorry, I was trying to concentrate. I saw hi, sweetheart, and then big hugs, I miss you. So I saw that, yeah. Sorry, I've been dealing with a lot of road construction, and then I was trying to show everybody that fire going on. It's been all over the news the last couple hours. This is how my day has been all day today. I don't think I've hardly gone that much. It's been stop and go, stop and go, stop and go all day. Lori, did I miss your comment? I said I make you mad, LOL. No, you don't. No, only Big Mike does. And I'm kidding, Big Mike. I saw your comment about I'm fine. Wait till the last minute to get cut off a semi truck. Lori, did you hear that I got pulled over by a cop last night? I was freaking out. I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I getting pulled over? It was really cute, that I have to say. Like, I wish I knew somebody that was like, early 20s that I could hook him up with, because he was a cutie. Okay, Mike, if you're seriously that upset and you're going to block me, that's on you, not on me. If you can't take a joke, sorry, but I'm not playing these games today. I was messing with you just like you messed with me, so. Oh, I got pulled over and he said that he was going to do a level 1 inspection on me, so it was just a random thing. I just happened to be the trucker of the moment that he pulled over. But luckily, when he found out what load I was hauling for and who I was hauling for, he let me go. So luckily, I didn't have to have an inspection. He's like, he looks at my paperwork. He's like, okay, here's your driver's license and have a good day. I was like, thank you. Because I knew I wasn't speeding and I hadn't done anything wrong, so I had no idea why he pulled me over. Thank you, Cher. I got these at the People's Convoy. I have the girl's business card. I'll have to share it. But there was a 13-year-old little girl there, and she made these. And I think these say bless or hope on them. I'm not sure. But she made these and Bath and Body products. And I love them. And they're not that heavy either, which is nice because I don't like heavy earrings. I'm actually trying to see what they say in the mirror. Trust. They say trust. I just read that backwards. So, hey, that was some talent. Hey, Hot Rod. I don't say it as nice as Larry does. I heard Kathy this morning on the show. She's like, I'm going to try and say your name just like Larry does. Hot Rod. I love how everybody waits until the last second to get over, and then they just want to squeeze on in. That's why there's so much traffic. That is a great idea, Lori. I can't get your comment. There it goes. So far, we're going to be in California on Monday, but I told my dispatcher, Brittany, she's got to get me to Louisville no later than Thursday afternoon. And then Thursday night, I don't know what you and James's plans are, but we're going to a Road Pro meet and greet with the Real Women in Trucking. I still need to find out how I can get Clay Walker tickets. I haven't figured that one out yet. Watch out, there's a semi coming. I know. It's because everybody's trying to squeeze in at the last moment. You did a really good job, Kathy. I can't say Hot Rod's name the way Larry does either. I think he puts a lot of spin in it. Hot Rod. Yes. Dogs are on the floor and Larry's sleeping in the bed. Hopefully. He's been kind of up and down all day due to the road construction. Because it's been like this all day. Stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Which I'm sure doesn't make it easy to sleep back there. Yeah, actually, I got that soda at a cute little truck stop I just stopped at. Never been there before. It was called the Cloverland Travel Center. I love little mom and pop travel centers. You could tell that they had just redone it, had all new flooring in it, super clean. The bathrooms were super, super nice. And it had a cute little diner that was really, really good. And the waitress was super nice. So I love finding little mom and pop places like that and then promoting them, because when I went to go check out, I told the owner he was cute. He's like, please review us on Google. Oh, this traffic is horrible. No, it's because it's rush hour. That would be why. You'll never make it by Thursday. I know the way I'm going. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. I'll let this truck over. Maybe. If nobody else does. Look at those people going around him on her shoulder. No patience. Okay, I will, Lori. I don't know when we'll be there, because I don't have a load out of California yet. It's kind of hard getting a load out of California, so I'm crossing my fingers. But I'll let you know. No, Gary, we got the fuel filter changed, but we don't know what's causing the issue, because we shouldn't have to change fuel filters every 2 weeks. So our boss wants us to take the truck in the next time that we're home, which I don't know when that'll be, but whenever we get home or have like a couple days off, we're going to put the truck in the shop, find out what's wrong with it. He researched it, and he thinks that maybe there's an algae buildup in our fuel tanks, which I really don't know why there would be, but what do I know? I'm not a mechanic. I am on a page of Trucker's View. I may have forgotten to hit the button to live stream there. If I didn't, it was an accident. So bouncy. Yeah, Kathy. As soon as we have time, yeah, we can do that. The biggest thing about going live on TikTok is just be prepared. You're going to have some weirdos making weird comments. But just so you know, when you're going live, if somebody says a rude comment or something like that, all you do is you click on the comment with your finger and it gives you the option to ban that person and delete that comment. I have to do that a lot when I'm live streaming on TikTok. But now we've got a lot of regulars, just like what we do here on Facebook. So you'll start, after a while, after doing all your lives, you'll start seeing that you get the same followers coming in, which is kind of cool because then you have followers on Facebook and followers on TikTok. And it gives you a chance to get to know everybody. And I just, to be honest with you, like right now when I'm driving through traffic, it's nice to have people to kind of keep my mind busy and active. So I'm not concentrating on this crap and getting tired, because this stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, it exhausts you, stresses you out. But yeah, definitely, Kathy, we'll do that. Let's figure out our schedule the next day or so. We'll probably have time this weekend because we have to go from Maryland to California, but we should have some downtime, a little bit, a few hours here or there. Yes, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it because I could totally see me not hitting the button. Hey, Stu. I could see all that smoke in my rear view mirror from that Walmart fire. It's huge. All I have to say is thank God nobody got hurt, because that looks like it's a massive, massive fire. Hey, Pamela from Ohio. Yes, we did. So it was 2 weeks ago. We started out in Lower City, Ohio, and met up with the convoy there. And we did convoy to Hagerstown with Lori and James. And we wound up staying in Hagerstown for the whole weekend. But then we had to, the first day that they went to Washington, D.C., they went to Washington, D.C., and we had to go the opposite direction because we had a load that we had to pick up. But we hung out with them for about 4 days. It was an amazing experience that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world. I was so glad to be a very tiny, small part of it. Wish I could go back. Okay, cool. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. I could see me not hitting the button because I was in a hurry. You are welcome, Kathy. All right, Lori. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Lori, let me know when you get that t-shirt too. So hopefully it should be there soon. Lori won she got 2 t-shirts and a coffee mug. She got her coffee mug the other day from me. But for whatever reason, when you guys order stuff from our shops, they always ship the coffee mugs out first, and then the t-shirts take a little bit longer. So they tend to come in 2 different shipments. Yes, I have a feeling the prices at Walmart will be going up for sure. Ugh. And I'm sure the Indiana Walmarts will probably be running out of stuff now. Oh, how cool. I actually was just in Effingham this morning. That's where Larry and I swapped at, was Effingham, Illinois. At the Petro there. That's very close to my house, actually. It's like an hour and a half away from my house. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Only 17 more miles of this traffic. I don't think I've gone over 65 for more than an hour today. Oh, I know exactly where you were at, Dave. I actually grew up in Springfield, Illinois. I lived there until I was about 24-ish, and then I moved up to Belleville, Illinois. So I know exactly where you're at. When I was in high school, we used to cruise the strip in Springfield on MacArthur Boulevard. Go to Penny Lane all the time. That's really showing my age, cruising the strip. I was an 80s girl. Big hair. Yes, I believe we are, Pamela. I'm pretty sure we're going to pass through Ohio. So I'm on the 70, so I'm pretty sure. Well, I'll be back on the 70. If I could ever get through this traffic. Exactly, the Peaches in Belleville. Yep, Eckert's Peaches. My mom and dad live like right next to Eckert's. Oh, there's a truck up here on the side of the road. He's not really on the side of the road. Oh, looks like he's getting back into traffic. Yes, it is a slow go, Phil. It's been like this pretty much the whole day. I actually had to stop for 2.5 hours because they said the 70 was shut down due to an accident in Indiana. So I stopped for 2.5 hours. It hasn't gotten much better. And I'm not really sure what this truck is doing. He's got his hazards on. He's like half on the road, half off the road. See if anybody's going to let me pass him. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. Thank you. I don't know what this guy is doing up here in the Pacific truck. He keeps going off onto the shoulder, back onto the road, off onto the shoulder, back onto the road. Oh, okay, Dave, I definitely will. Okay. Oh, here comes the Peterbilt. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Peterbilt. Left hand side. It's a cattle hauler. Oh, it's purple. That's a pretty truck. I need a shirt that says, I love my Peterbilts and I cannot lie. See, now he's going off on the shoulder again. I don't know what is up with this dude. I don't know if he's having truck issues or what the issue is, but he keeps tying up traffic. And that right there is why I keep a big gap between me and the car in front of me, because people cut me off all the time. And when you're in stop and go traffic like this, I'd rather leave the space, let them do their thing. I don't really know, Dave. This is a load that I can't really talk too much about, but 9 times out of 10, we really don't have a good idea of what we're hauling. We kind of have a general idea of what we're hauling. I think it's more of a need to know basis because we do a lot of government work. So a lot of times we don't know what we're hauling. We did, like at the beginning of last year, we were doing a lot of the COVID vaccinations. But that was back when we had a reefer. Now we've just got a box trailer, which is kind of nice because the reefer was kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, no, you don't have to be sorry. It's okay. It's a good question. A lot of times I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mean, I have a general idea, but I don't know specifically. Woohoo, we are moving now. You see. About 1,000 pounds lighter, yeah. Okay, that's very cool, Dave. I know exactly where St. Elmo's is. These bumps are ridiculous. Oh, got you, Phil. Sorry. I didn't get it. That Prius I just passed reminded me of, I was telling Larry that we need to make a shirt that says, a trucker's second nightmare is being behind a Prius. God, they're so slow. And I don't know what it is about Prius. I've got family members that own Priuses. I don't know what it is, but they tend to cut in front of us all the time and then let off their gas pedal and then just piddle, piddle, piddle. It's like, I don't get it. The cruise control. I gotta find my Tylenol. My back is killing me from these roads. They are horrible. I just realized I forgot to eat the rest of my lunch. It's sitting right here. I got a patty melt and I ate like half of my sandwich. And then I noticed that the highway was opening back up. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go because if the highway is opening up, I want to get out there because I've been sitting for like 2 hours. So I forgot to eat the rest of my sandwich. I'm not really that hungry. Oh, excuse me. It was pretty good though. Oh, Kathy, I love Saps Brothers. There was one in Denver, Colorado. I tried to get Larry to go to because I wanted to do the bidet. Kathy, if you have not done the bidet, I'm telling you, life changing. And there's instructions in every single stall, so don't be embarrassed. It tells you exactly how to use it. But the problem is that Chris may have to call 911 because you may not come out of the bathroom. That's how good the bidet is. Y'all laugh at me, but until you've tried the Saps Brothers bidet, heaven. I'm telling you, heaven for your tushy. My God, I can't believe I just said that. Yes, I just said tushy. Swear to God. You tell I've got kids. I've always liked Saps Brothers. The restaurants are good. For the most part, they're pretty clean. Showers are pretty nice. The problem is we don't ever fuel at Saps Brothers, so then we have to pay for the showers and stuff. And technically, we're really only supposed to fuel at TAs. And I don't want to pay $30 for 2 showers, even though they're pretty nice. Still, not worth $30. Not when I can get one for free. Aha! Advil for my back. If you haven't ever tried these, it's Advil Dual Action. Good stuff, especially if you need a good pain reliever. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. And I believe Tylenol, so it's a 2-in-1 pain reliever, works really well. Especially if you're a truck driver and your back kills you. Hi, Wayne. Hey, Phil, that's like almost swimsuit weather. That's pretty nice. It's nice here. It's 72. Wasn't too shabby. It was nice not having to wear a jacket. Sorry, I can only take one pill at a time. I don't know how Larry does it. He'll take like 9 pills in one swallow. Not me. I'm too scared I'll choke. So yeah, Diane, are they not amazing? Because they are a little expensive, but they're so worth it, especially if you deal with chronic pain. Like with me and my arthritis, it doesn't take all the pain away, but it kind of takes away the end. I'll take. So a Truckers View family, Dave, is a place that we started for people who watch us on the Truckers View, so that you guys go in there. You guys can post like screenshots of our travels or ask questions or share memes or whatever. But for live streaming at Truckers View is where we all live stream at. Hopefully that answered your question. And I'm sorry, guys, the sun is like shooting on my phone, so I'm having a hard time reading. Oh, yeah, yes, and we've met Trucker and Mrs. G before, so we know who they are, Marianne and Gerald. So yeah, we definitely saw them at the convoy. Super nice people. If you haven't met them in person, what you see on camera, they're exactly like that in real life. Just down to earth, solid earth people. But yeah, we've met Trucker and Mrs. G before. We actually live like 4 hours away from each other. They're in Missouri, we're in Illinois. We're not far from each other at all. But yeah, we know Trucker and Mrs. G. They're super sweet. Yes, definitely worth the price. And no, I don't make any money for advertising for them. I wish I did. I'm glad you found us too, Dave. I'm so glad you found us. Okay, you guys are going to laugh when I tell you this. So you guys know how Larry and I have been doing TikTok videos. And we live stream over there too, occasionally. Not as much as we do here, because some of the people on TikTok are interesting. Anyway, our videos have been doing so well that I got an offer from a skincare company. And so they want to send me some wrinkle patches. I think that's what they are. Yeah, they're called derma patches. So they're going to send me these patches that they swear is going to help plump up my wrinkles around my eyes and around my mouth. And then I got to do a little promo video if it works. So we'll see. I'm kind of excited about it because if it really works, that would be nice. Because it make you, when you start to get I don't know what it is. I'm getting ready to turn 50, and it seems like all the wrinkles just jumped out of the woodwork the last month or so. I don't know where they came from. I've got so many of them around my eyeballs, my mouth. So I'm kind of excited about trying out this product. But I'm one of those people that if it doesn't work, I'm not going to promote it. I kind of hope it works because I'll get a commission off of it, and that would be nice. But we'll see. So next time we go home, I'll have it in my mailbox, and I'll get to try it out and see if it actually works. Of course, then the next question comes, how much are they charging for it? Because then what if I like it? It's super expensive and I can't afford it. Crazy problems. But I was watching a video of it last night of some other girls that did like videos reviewing it. And this one girl said that the patches have got like 200 needles that like go into your face. And supposedly that's how it gets rid of the wrinkles. So I'm not real sure if I'm crazy about 200 needles on a patch going into my face to get rid of wrinkles. I don't know. But we'll see. Larry's excited. He wants to try it too. Of course, he don't have no wrinkles. So it's really unfair. I don't understand why men don't get wrinkles. We have to have the babies. We have to have the periods. We have to have the menopause. And we get the wrinkles, and he still looks good. Sucks. Hey, Sean, how are you? Yes, Diane, that's what I mean. It was like, I mean, I've always had fine lines before. I was figured that's from laughing and smiling. That was fine. But it's like, I don't know. It's like ever since like the big 5-0's coming, they're all starting to pop out of the woodworks. So I'm like going out and buying moisturizer and wrinkle cream and praying to God something makes a difference. I don't feel 50. I don't want to look 50 either. I love your jokes, Sean. What are you talking about? You always have good jokes. You have to wait to tell him when Larry's awake, though, because he loves your jokes the most. I told him he needs to start writing them down so he can remember them. Hell, he didn't have good jokes till you came around. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Come on, let me over. There we go. I was wondering what you meant, green phone. I was like, you have a special phone for communicating with us? That's pretty cool. I'll only use the green phone when I'm going to watch Angie and Larry stream. Other than that, I'll use my black phone. He's in the back sleeping, Sean. Or trying to sleep. With all the traffic, I'm sure he's been having a hard time sleeping. We are cruising now. Oh, hey guys, I was going to tell you, I gifted these two guys this morning when I told you guys. And they decided to stop too because of the traffic. It said it was like a 2-hour delay. So a whole bunch of us trucks came in. So anyway, I was sitting in the driver's seat and I'm just messing with my phone, going through Facebook, checking all my messages. Passenger seat, and there's two guys by the passenger side window, and they're like, oh, looking at the dogs. They just thought they were so cute. So I'm just sitting back laughing, watching these two burly men, get all giggly over the dogs. So I waited, and then the one guy noticed that I was on the driver's seat. His name was John. So he came around, he started talking to me. We started talking about the price of diesel and how hard it is right now for truck drivers. Then we got into some political. I grabbed 2 Walmart cards and I went over there and gifted them. And his co-driver was Sal. So super nice guys. John and Sal. Sorry, guys, I have no idea why my internet connection is so bad. Because my Wi-Fi is back there and I can't check it. Okay, that's very funny. Anyway, if you guys go to the Trader Trucker page or the Married to the Road page, you'll see a picture of John and Sal that I took. Super nice guys. Super shocked that I gifted them. And then when I went in for lunch to go get my patty melt, they were in there too. And they were both like, we called our wives and told them about you gifting us with the Walmart gift cards. I'm like, aw. I love making people's days. And especially when you bump into them later and they're like, I called my wife or I told so-and-so. It's always a good feeling. And they were really nice guys, and they were just gaga over the dogs. Everybody's gaga over the dogs. I'm not real sure, Diane, because we've got like 8 hours or so. We'll have to make a few stops here and there to kind of eat up those 8 hours. Yes, they are, Sean. I got these at the People's Page. I think her name was Brittany, but she made them. And Lori got a pair, and I bought Lori a pair. We have matching earrings. And they say trust on them. I love them. I bought Lori bought me a bath bomb from her, and I bought Lori earrings. So we had matching earrings. Cute girl, though, and she had really cute stuff. Oh my God, I lose everything. I think it's called old age. I lose my license. I lose my keys. I lose my glasses all the time. I always tell Larry, don't give me anything important because somehow I'll lose it. I always lose shit. I don't think it's really an age thing because my 24-year-old daughter, who is like my mini me, she does it all the time. She loses stuff all the time. It's usually her phone and her keys. Those are the 2 things she loses all the time. And I always be like, girl, how did you lose your phone again? I don't know. She's my mini me. And she's of course, she blames it on the fact that she's got 3 small kids. She's always like, I got 3 small kids. I don't get enough sleep. I would lose my head if it wasn't screwed up. Yep. Jeez. Who needs it back anyway, right? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what this truck driver is doing up here. He's got his four ways on. I didn't know if he was trying to signal that everybody's stopping up ahead or if he's having truck problems. I still don't know. But it's never a good sign when a trucker has his four ways on. Now I turned him off. All right. My phone runs on the gas, you see. So I haven't been using it. Okay, that's a good one. I saw some TikTok videos last night where people were like putting gas in their cars and they're like, "Excuse me, can you tell me how I can apply for fuel stamps?" I'm like, yeah, I bet you a lot of people are probably thinking that right now. Hey, Miss Brandy Ray, how the heck are you, sweetie? Oh, goodness gracious. I feel like the last 2 nights I've barely gotten any sleep. I keep twisting and turning and waking up. Like restless sleep. I have no idea why. Hey, Miss Sheila, how are you? Do you like any songs? Oh, there's really not much I don't like. I'm not a huge rap fan per se, although I do like Eminem. So pretty much any genre from 60s on up. And then I mainly listen to country, but I like old time rock and roll, 60s, 70s, 80s music. I love it all. I've got several playlists on YouTube, so I listen to everything. I grew up on 80s like hair band music. That was what I grew up with in high school. And then like the 70s, like Led Zeppelin and Ozzy Osbourne, AC/DC, Metallica. Now I listen to country, so pretty much everything. What are your favorites? Oh gosh, that's a hard one. Gosh, I don't know. You're racking my brain here. So probably my favorite song, only because it reminds me of Larry, is "Are You Gonna Kiss Me or Not?" And that's just because it took me 3 dates to get Larry to kiss me, and I told him that night, I was like, "Are you gonna kiss me or what?" And then like 2 weeks later, I heard that song on the radio. I'm like, "Oh, it's a song!" So that's probably my favorite. It's by Thompson Square. Okay, that sounds so good. Yum. I think I'm going to make some stir fry with chicken and rice. Yes, you're right, Sean. Okay, these three. So on each side of this overpass, there's these three things here. And at night, they light up and they're like emerald green. And every time I see it at nighttime, it always reminds me of like the Wizard of Oz and the City of Oz, Emerald City. It's really pretty at night. And very, very, very bright green. Every time I drive through it, it always reminds me of the Emerald City. Oh, these lumps. These lumps are atrocious. They are good, Brandy. They are on the floor laying down. I'm new. Who am I? I'm not new. Do you know Gabrielle? I don't think so, Sean. I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I don't think I do. It is windy out here. No, I like Otis Redding too. How old am I? I am 49, Sean. I'll turn 50 in May. The big 50. Although my daughter keeps saying that she's like, knowing you, Mom, you're just going to turn 49 again and you'll just never turn 50. I'm like, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. Nicholas, I used to be with TTV, but I stream on my own now. My husband and I used to stream with TTV, and Arnie and Dennis got upset with us one day and kicked us off. So we haven't been back on since October, November, somewhere around there. See, we're just spring chickens, Sean. Oh, so you're going to turn 50 before me. Let me know how it is. I don't know why 50 is freaking me out. 30 didn't bother me. 40 didn't bother me. But the big 50, it's bothered me. Okay, rub it in, Sean. Yes. Oh, God, my back. Tommy, this is going to be my 6th year driving. Had my CDL for 6 years now. Love it so far. It was probably I say the first 2 years I didn't love it so much, but it was mainly because I was new, trying to learn everything, had like zero self confidence. So it was nerve wracking. It was scary, but I love it now. Oh, okay, Nicholas. Yeah, I used to be with TTV for a while. Don't say that, Pamela. I feel like I'm aging fast as it is. See? Oh my God, look at those wrinkles. Oh well, what can you do? My mom's like, oh, just be proud of your wrinkles. It shows how much you've grown and how much life you've lived. I just got the windows all messed. I hate our window sprayer. Drives me crazy because when it shoots the windshield wiper fluid on the window, it also sprays it all over the driver's side window. We got to like adjust that nozzle. And we just took the truck to the car wash today, so it's all clean. Now I just got the driver's side window all dirty. But Larry needs to fix that. Terry, you don't remember 50? I would like to not. I'd like to not remember it. Uh, I'm sure I'll be on the road driving, so it's not like I'm going to do anything special for my 50th. We were going to try and do like a little mini vacay for my birthday, but then COVID hit, kind of ate into all of our savings. So I don't think we'll be doing anything for my birthday this year, but we'll probably do a cruise in the fall. I know, Sean, we're going to be applying for our AARP card soon. This sucks. Getting old for the birds. Oh, well, then, yeah, Pam, you would know. You're 62. Yeah. But do you find like you may be 62, but you don't feel 62? Because that's where I'm at right now. It's like I'm 49, but I feel like I'm in my early 30s. Oh, thank you, Sean. That makes me feel so much better. I don't want to, Sheila. I don't even want to hit 50. No. Yes, it really does. I'm telling you, the wrinkles are coming in. The arthritis is getting worse. I can feel old age setting in. You go, girls. I tell you what. Sean, you're supposed to feel younger than what you are, not late 70s. That's like the opposite of what I was trying to say. You're a mess. Oh, you're a sweetheart, Sean, but I do. I do. The more I see myself in video, the more I take pictures, I'm just like, ugh, ugh. See, that's how I am, Diane. I don't feel my age. I feel much younger. Larry always says he feels much older because he's going to be 59 this year. We're 9 years apart. Give me just a second, guys. I got a truck passing me. A FedEx truck. I try to always wait in my FedEx trucks. Even though we're in different divisions, like East FedEx Freight, we're still part of the same company. Okay. Yes, that's what I'm starting to feel now, Pam. I've noticed like my knees are hurting more, my elbows, like when I get, like if I drive like on a day that's really windy and the steering wheel's been going all over the place, by the time I get done driving, my elbows are hurting, my hands are hurting, my knees, they hurt sometimes when I'm trying to get in the truck. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm falling apart. Sean, you're a mess. I do too, Pamela. And Larry's always like, could you give me some of your energy? I do. I have a lot of energy. I hope it doesn't go away because I like my energy. They are good. They are spoiled, of course. They're laying down actually next to me on the floor. I don't know why they're not in the passenger seat because there's nothing in the passenger seat. They could sit in the passenger seat, but they like laying on the floor. Larry's in bed sleeping because he's got to, drive tonight. And he hasn't had much sleep today because I've been in construction and traffic all day. So it's been like stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. It's hard for him to sleep in that. And then it doesn't help that this road is like super, super bumpy. Exactly, Sean, FedEx friends. we're going to be a part of on Mother's Day weekend. We're going to participate in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They're doing a semi-truck convoy, and we get to have a Make-A-Wish child ride in our truck with us during it. And so we're going to try and get them a FedEx truck so that they can remember their day with us. I thought that'd be cool. Give them a little FedEx truck and they could say, hey, that's from the day that I rode with Angie and Larry. And I figure it's good for a girl or a boy. They are related, Sean. They're brothers. So I got Gizmo first, and then 6 months later, I got Bandit. But they say mom and dad. I think that's why they're so close, because they know they're brothers. They can smell it. Does that make sense? But they've been close since the day I brought Bandit home. It was funny. The day I brought Bandit home, Gizmo instantly went to mommy mode or daddy mode or whatever it was, and he was super protective of Bandit. And he's been that way the entire time I've had Bandit. He's like been the big brother. Ew, I may have to try that, Pamela, because I take vitamin patches because, gee, Christmas. I had gastric bypass like 8 years ago or so, so I have to have a daily regimen of vitamins that I have to take, like calcium citrate and stuff like that. But because I had gastric bypass, like swallowing pills is hard for me, so I don't do that often. So I have these like vitamin patches that I wear. That's a really good idea. I need to look into some because I have prescription medication that I get from the doctor, but it really doesn't seem to be working. And the one prescription medication I can only take at night because that's when my joints hurt me the worst, is like right when I get done driving. So I've got one that's kind of got a sleeping agent in it that also helps with my joints, but I don't really have anything I can take during the daytime. I know, me too, Diane. We pulled into our place yesterday where we were getting loaded at, and the lady's like, I didn't know who you guys were because your trailer didn't say custom critical. I'm like, I know. And I really hate it because we've been noticing that we're getting pulled into a lot more scales because they don't know that it still says FedEx on my truck, but it doesn't say FedEx on my trailer. It says Star Leasing. So unless you look at my truck, you don't know. Like that cop last night that pulled me over, he didn't know I was FedEx until he was standing on my door. There's nothing scarier than getting pulled over by a cop. Even though you know you didn't do anything wrong, it still makes you scared. I was like, what did I do wrong, officer? He's like, oh, nothing. He goes, I'm just pulling you over for a random inspection. Why me? Oh, gee, I'm the lucky one. I have no idea, Sean, but I know that their sense of smell is super, super strong. So I have no idea. That was just my theory. I don't really know, Derek. That's a darn good question. So pretty much what happened was it was one day we were going to meet the Underwoods, Lori, and James. They were also on Truckers TV. And we were going to meet them for lunch. And we came back and they booted us off of Truckers TV because we tried to go live stream and we were booted off. They wouldn't tell us why. And then they went around blasting me, saying what a horrible person I was, all kinds of things. And then we kept asking them why they kicked us off, and they kept saying a conflict of interest, whatever the hell that meant. So then they brought on this girl. All I'm going to say is this girl. Larry and I have a program called Treat a Trucker that we've had for 2 years. And it's where we go across the country and we hand out gift cards to truckers as our way of saying thank you. And 90% of the gift cards are donated from people giving us donations. So this particular truck driver, well, she's not a truck driver, she's a trucker's wife. She decided to pretty much steal my idea, name it almost exactly the same thing, and go to TTV and start doing it over there. So right before Dennis booted us off, I was in Florida visiting my daughter, and Dennis called me, and he was live. He was on the air. He's like, we're doing this marathon for Treat a Trucker. I just wanted to let you guys know that we've raised almost $1,000 for you guys. This is so awesome. I was like, holy crap, Dennis, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And I was like, I'll make sure that you guys see pictures of all the truckers that were gifted and everything else. So he's like, I'm going to send you part of the money tonight. I'm like, okay, cool. Sorry, I was getting a spam call. So he sent us $300 that night. And I figured we'd just get the rest of it once Facebook paid it, because Facebook always takes a little bit to pay you for your stars. So we never got the money, even though everybody had donated for Treat a Trucker. He went and gave the money to Betty and her program. So, essentially he took the people's money that was supposed to go towards Treat a Trucker, never gave it to me, and gave it to Betty and her knockoff of my program. So anyway, really burns my butt. Because Larry and I are very passionate about that. We're the ones that started it. She went and stole it from me, named it almost exactly the same thing. And then she went to Truckers TV and got us kicked off because there was a conflict of interest. Whatever. I like being on my own better anyway. TTV's got way too much drama for me. I like the truckers. The truckers are nice and the fans are amazing there. But it's the people that run their show I didn't like. Just too much drama. Way too much drama. And they seem to get ban happy. Well, they'll just start banning people whenever they want. Like when Dennis gets a hair up his butt. Okay, I don't like this fan, ban him. I don't like this driver, ban him. He never tells you why. And if you notice, every time he kicks a driver off, the reason why is always a conflict of interest. He never tells you why. He's just, okay, I'm shutting up. I'm not going to say nothing more. Yes, police can be annoying. However, I have to say the police officer was very cute. I wish I had known somebody in their early 20s I could have set him up with because he was adorable. Yes, it's like I'm trying to keep my mouth shut about our time at TTV because we love the experience. I wish we were still there. I love the fans and I love the other truckers. Love the whole platform. I wish we were still streaming there more than anything. I don't love the people who run it. That's all I'll say. Hey, Court, how are you feeling? Are we doing better? Give me the 411, Court. Yeah, exactly, Pamela. That's exactly what it was. And I don't get me wrong. I'm glad that she's doing what she's doing as far as treating a trucker and gifting truckers. It's a great thing. It's a great thing that she's doing, but she's piggybacking off of what Larry and I did. You couldn't have started your own thing, done your own thing, named it something different than ours was. So anyway, and the saddest part about all this was this particular person that I'm talking about, I'll just tell you her name because everybody knows who it is, Betty Lipstraw. What really upsets me about Betty Lipstraw is her and her husband, Dennis, came down with COVID. So me being the person that I am, I did an online fundraiser for them with all my trucking friends, and we got around $500 for her and Dennis because they were off work for about a month and money was tight. So right before she stole my idea and started doing this, Larry and I gave her $500. Some of it was money we had donated, some of it was other people's. So we helped her and Dennis out in their time of need, and this is how she repaid us. So you talk about a kick in the mouth. So we don't like the lip straws at all. But those copycatters, sorry, that's the way it is. And it really hurt my feelings more than anything. I cried about it for days because we had just given her money to help her and Dennis out because they had gone through COVID and they didn't have paychecks coming in. And being who Larry and I were, we were trying to be nice. And I was like, wow, this is how you repay me? Stealing my treater trucker and getting us booted off of TTV? I don't know. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, Derek. They get all these stars at TTV, and the drivers get a small portion of it, but Dennis and Arnie will never tell you the whole truth. We asked them a million times on air where that money goes. And we had access and privilege to how much money they're making every month because you could see it. So I would love to know what Dennis is doing with that money because it never got paid off to the drivers like it was supposed to. A small, teeny tiny portion did, but he was making money off of us streaming for him. We didn't see nearly that. Dennis and Arnie, though, are. Hey, Everett, how are you? How are the grandbabies? Okay, Sean, that's not good. We don't want your wife hitting you. It is very sad. I know. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like I try not to. I don't know. I've always said I have like too big of a heart because a lot of times people tend to take advantage of me because we are so giving, both Larry and myself. And so people see that and then they try to take advantage of it. And that's exactly what happened with the lip straws. I have the receipts. I could show you the money that we raised for them and the money that I sent her because I sent it through PayPal so that I would have records of everything. And I was like, and this is how you repay me? Yeah. I banned her. I don't even want to deal with her. Really, I didn't even know that he left night transportation. Yeah, Dennis's whole thing is that his vision for TTV, and don't get me wrong, is the whole reason is he wanted drivers that were sexy like Amanda to showcase the merchandise because he would say all the time in our moderators' chats, sex sells, sex sells, sex sells. And I'm sorry, but Larry and I aren't going to go there. We're not going to be trashy. We're not going to be nasty. That's not who we are. We have children and grandkids that watch us. But that's what Dennis wanted. In his vision and in his mind, the more sexier and the raunchier we were, the better it was for TTV because, as Dennis stated a million freaking times, sex sells. So, yeah, I was glad we left. Yeah, that's the whole thing, Susie. We would ask him all the time, like when Brooke and Johnny were on there and he kicked Brooke and Johnny out. Brooke and I would always ask him, Dennis, be upfront with not only the viewers who are using their hard earned money to pay for those stars, but the drivers who supposedly are supposed to be earning those stars. Be upfront, be honest, show a paper trail, show where those stars are going. We show you guys, when you guys send us stars, it goes right back into Tree and Trucker. You see the receipts that I post, and you see the photos of the truckers that we gift out. We want to be transparent and honest with you guys, and when you guys give us stars, you know where the money's going. He refused to do that. We would ask him all the time. Brooke got down right up in his face. It's like, just be honest, show people where their money's going. My whole thing is, and I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of the viewers, and not the truckers, the viewers on TTV are people who are retired, are people who are older, therefore they're living on a very limited income. A lot of them just Social Security. So they are taking their hard-earned money to donate stars to their favorite drivers, which is kind, but they should know where the hell their money is going. And he would never be transparent and honest. Never. And that just kind of scared me right there. I was like, I don't know if I want to be a part of that because, the IRS could come down on me for getting money from TTV. Like, well, how did you get the money? Exactly, Pamela. Yeah, I mean, and sadly, we've seen their viewership go down, and then, more power to them. It's just not what Larry and I would want to be a part of anymore. In the beginning, TTV was awesome. He had a really good platform. He had really good drivers. And then it just kind of, I don't know, like you said, got trashy. And it's a shame. Okay, that truck's got a really cool lion on it. Oh, are you kidding me, Diane? He lives by us? Oh, no. What made him leave Washington? Because he was moving companies, I guess? Oh, Cuba, Missouri. Yeah, that's pretty close to where we're at. Yeah, I think 2 hours away, maybe. All right, Sean, you have a great night. I'll tell Larry you said hi. Yeah, it really upsetted me, and it upsetted Brooke and Johnny. Pat and Heather, they got kicked off of there as well. That was our biggest issue. Our biggest issue was we knew how much we were earning from stars because it would give us a grand tally and a grand total. And we appreciated every penny that we got because we knew in our heart of hearts that a lot of that money was coming from people living on a very limited income, yet they were being kind enough to send us stars. And so we appreciated that. But every time we tried to get Dennis to be honest, or Arnie, either one of them, they would never open up the books and say, well, here's the money we're giving to charity. Here's the money that we're giving to drivers. Here's the money where we're putting back into investing into Truckers TV, which is what they should have done. They should have been transparent because you guys are giving them the money. They should have said, 20% of it goes to the drivers. 20% of it goes back to charity organizations that we support. 30% of it goes towards improving Truckers TV. That would have been fine, but he would never give us a straight answer, ever, no matter how many times we asked. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I can't see them on StreamYard, but I'll check afterwards. I'm sure they went through. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh no, Court, is the PT helping? Because I remember your foot having all the issues that you had before, and you had the infection, and you were in the hospital for a really long time. So, is the PT therapy helping you? Are you starting to see a difference? Oh, I did not hear what happened, Susie. You'll have to let me know because I've been driving all day. Hopefully, it's good stuff. Hopefully, it's all good stuff. So, it looks like they're starting to get the attention of the right people down there in Hagerstown. So your foot's feeling a little bit better, and you're able to turn it about 45 degrees. Well, at least you're starting to see some improvement, Court. I'm glad. You have had a rough year and a half, my friend. I pray about you all the time. I just hope you get a break. How is your dog, by the way? Every time I go through, oh my gosh, Albuquerque, I always think of you when you're in the hospital in Albuquerque. Or if I go through Moriarty. Oh, this highway sucks. Hey, Miss Sheila, we are in Indiana and we're heading towards Virginia. We got to drop off a load tomorrow, and then we're picking up a load in Maryland and heading to California. Another cross country run. Whew, these bumps, I tell you what. Okay, Derek, absolutely, yeah, we do. We go through Tucumcari a lot. I heard that there's supposed to be building a TA there. I don't know where. I keep looking every time I go through. But I heard they're supposed to build in a TA somewhere there in Tucumcari, which would be nice because where that Love's and that Pilot is, it gets so congested there. So it'd be nice to have another truck stop there to give us a little bit more parking. Yeah, they actually announced it on the TA website a couple months ago. But I keep looking every time I go by there and I haven't seen it. So I don't know if maybe they haven't like secured the location yet or they just haven't started building yet. So, but it'll be cool. Be nice to have some more trucking spots. Because usually when they build a TA's usually got a ton of parking spots. I have to see if I can find that article again. Ooh, what's in it? That sounds really good, Pamela. Yeah, I don't think so either, Derek, because every time I look by, I don't see anything new on the side of the highway. So I'm assuming that maybe they just bought the land, they're waiting on permits. I don't know. I could see them doing it at the same intersection that the Loves and the Pilot are, but maybe on the right hand side there, but they'd have to level out some land. So I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, that's funny, Kathy. I told you. So Kathy's at a Saps Brothers, and I've been telling her for months that she needs to try the Saps Brothers bidet because they're to die for. I had never tried a bidet in my whole life until I went to the Saps Brothers, and they've got them in the restrooms there, and they got like all the instructions to show you how to do it. And ever since then, I've been hooked. And then Lori found a bidet like seat that you can put on your toilet at home, and so she's been threatening to buy me one. So I told Kathy, I'm like, if you're ever at a Saps Brothers, did Chris almost have to call 911 to find out where you were at? Oh my God, that's funny. Chris is probably mad at me now. He's probably like, I couldn't get Kathy to come out of the bathroom. I love this candle company over here. It's called the Warm Glow Candle Company. One of these days, I'm going to stop there. You know, it looks so cute. And they have truck parking too. I think I've driven by here like 4 times in the last month. One of these days, I'm going to stop. Yeah, that's the other place I was thinking of, Derek, too, was the exit right before there, too. I think you're right. I think that's probably because the exit where the Loves and the Pilot at, I think it would cost them way too much money to have to level out that land in order to put the TA there. So, yeah, I think you're right. Oh, have you been, Sheila? I've been wanting to go. It looks so cute every time I go by there. I'm like, damn it, I wish I had the time. But tonight they were closed, so I couldn't stop if I wanted to. I had time, but they were closed. I love candles, especially ones that stay scented for a long period of time. Of course, there's really not much I can do for a candle inside the truck, and I'm not really home that much, so I guess there's really no point in me stopping. See, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, Sheila. I was like, I bet you there's probably something I could use on my truck in there. And I'm a type of person that, like, I have a Febreze in here that I love, love, love. But I'm a type of person that, like, a scent can, like, put me in a better mood. Like, it's crazy. I love, like, cinnamon, apple, vanilla, lavender, stuff like that. So even in the truck, I'll have, like, little plug-in warmers just so it can smell good. And I have them in my house. I'm definitely a scents person. Give me just a second, guys. I don't like to look at comments when I'm passing trucks. Okay. A FedEx truck did not want me to pass him for nothing. He was fighting it. Okay, so Pamela said, I've got kale, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, apples, and Kai juice to mix. I add almond milk, banana. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I've never tried almond milk. I don't know if I'd like it. I can't drink milk. When I had gastric bypass surgery for whatever reason, it made me lactose intolerant. So I drink silk. I can drink silk. And I mean, it's okay. I still crave milk because I was a big milk drinker. But I can't eat ice cream, can't drink milk. I can eat cheese in small quantities, but I've never tried almond milk. I should probably try it because I love almonds. Okay. They're doing road construction in front of the old Kmart on Route 66. Maybe that's Row B. Oh, yeah, maybe. Well, if you hear of anything, Derek, let me know. And if I hear of anything, I'll let you know. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Diane. I used to have a little mini diffuser from Scentsy. I got it a long time ago. It wasn't from Lori, it's for somebody else. And I loved it because I just sit it on my dash. I didn't have to worry about like any oils or anything spilling all over the truck. I need to get a new one. So I told Lori, I'm like, once we get caught up on bills, I'll get a new one. So I want to get one for the front and the back so I can have like 2 different scents going or the same scent. I don't know. But I loved them because I had the fan, which would like blow the scent around the truck. But I didn't have to worry about like liquid in it that was going to spill all over the truck, especially with the truck bouncing as much as it does. And it just plugged into a USB port, which was awesome. Oh my goodness, my lips are chapped. I need some chapstick. Thank you, Pamela. I love smoothies. We've talked about getting like an individual smoothie blender for us. The problem is we've got such a small fridge that we buy fruit in limited quantities because it goes bad pretty quick. So usually, like if I buy fruits, we tend to eat them in a day or two because then they go bad. So that's what kind of sucks. And then any of the fruit that's at the truck stops is so expensive. Like Love's has got these great fruit cups, which we get a lot, but they're like $3 a piece. If you buy 2 at a time. If you don't buy 2 at a time, they're like $3.89 a piece, which to me is kind of expensive for fruit. I mean, it's nice because it's all cut up, bite size, ready for you to eat. So I just wish we had a bigger fridge. We will in the new truck. Yeah, that's why I want to try it because I know almond milk is non-dairy, and I saw the Silk had some. So I want to give it a try because I've tried just regular Silk and Silk Light, and those were great. Doesn't give me an upset stomach, and I do like almonds, so I think I would like almond milk. I just will have to like get because when I drink Silk milk, in my mind, I think I'm drinking regular milk, so I'd have to like not have that in my brain that I'm drinking almond milk because then I'll be disappointed because of course it's not going to taste like milk. God, these bumps are insane. Oh, we must be almost to Ohio. Yep. Yay! Green is good. Green is good. Means I didn't get pulled into the way station. Oh, it's because it's closed. All right, so that little archway over the highway is my signal that I'm in almost in Ohio. Oh, hi, you. Oh, I did not know that, Derek. Very cool. Exactly, Derek. Exactly. Everything happens for a reason. I know. The other thing is, have you noticed how crooked my hands are getting? Holy crap. I've been noticing that in my videos. My grandmother had very, very crooked hands. Like the older she got, And the more she had arthritis in her hands, her fingers started getting really crooked. And it's like, I don't really notice it when I look at my hands. I mean, I can see it, but it's like when I'm looking at videos of myself, I'm like, man, my hands look like my grandmother's. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's very cool. Our daughter gave us one that she got. I think it was like, I can't remember. It was one she got at Walmart. And we wound up losing the base. I don't know how we lost the base, but we lost the base. But we've been thinking about getting another one. Good thing about being in Ohio compared to Indiana is Indiana trucks have to do 65, where cars can do 70. But in Indiana, I can do 70, so yay. And you don't want to speed in Indiana because cops are looking for you because they know that the trucks have to do a lower speed limit, and so they're constantly watching for us. Oh, this mascara drives me crazy. Oh. So I made this fatal mistake of buying this mascara from a TikTok ad. And I love it because it makes my eyelashes really long and really thick. And it's a pretty popular mascara. The problem is, after it's been on my eyes for a couple hours, it starts flaking. It starts like coming off, and it drives me crazy. I've been wanting to contact the manufacturer because I just got it a couple weeks ago. Because in their ads on TikTok, that's one of the things they say. It will not flake off. It's like, oh, bullshit. After like 2 or 3 hours, it starts flaking off all over my face. It's doing right friggin' now. I don't have a lot of Pampered Chef stuff. I guess just because we're not really home that much to like use it. I'm sure there's stuff I could use on the truck because we cook on the truck a lot. Ah, so Derek, you're originally from, is it Cincinnati? And then Pamela, my hometown is Strongville, a suburb of Cleveland. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. We go through Ohio a lot. Ohio is actually the home base for FedEx Custom Critical. Their office is in Ohio. And then, like, I'm trying to think, I can't remember what part of Ohio. It eludes me now. Hey, careful there, buddy. I think he smells my hamburger. He was trying to knock over the trash can to get to it. Those dogs are sneaky little shits. The thing is, if he'll just be patient, I'm going to give him my half of my hamburger because I didn't eat it. And I don't think I'm going to eat it because I'm going to make stir fry. But they're bad. Whenever they smell food, they just sit there. They never whine. or cry. They just give you those puppy dog eyes like, I want some. And 9 times out of 10, I give in. My daughter always yells at me. She's like, stop feeding your dogs human food. I'm like, but they're so cute and they're so good. And they don't ask for it that often. Yes, I'm talking about you, Gizmo. Yes, you. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning. Did you have a good nap? My third. So the official name is a sheepom because they're half Shih Tzu, half Pomeranian, and it is an actual breed because I have their AKC paperwork. But Larry likes to call them shit poms. He adds a T to it because they're half Shih Tzu, half Pomeranian. Um, the dad was a Pomeranian, mom was a Shih Tzu. So Gizmo looks like a Shih Tzu. I don't know what the hell Bandit looks like. He doesn't look like either one of them. I just say he's cute. He's cute on its own. He's just a bandit. But the reason we call him Bandit is when we got him, he had a dark brown like mask on his eyes. And it's pretty much gone away now. But that's why we called him Bandit, because he looks like a little bandit. Now he's just all white and fluffy, or off-white. Ooh, okay, what is Greek style chili? How is that different than regular chili? I love chili. Wow, okay. Must screenshot that. Okay, but now I'm curious. What is Greek style chili? Give me the 411. Oops. Won't let me undo it. There we go. Okay, that's cute. Actually, the lady that I got these guys from, she also breeds Frenchies too. My daughter was like, she wanted a Frenchie, but they're so expensive. And so when we got Gizmo, she wound up getting a sister of Gizmo. So my daughter Sandra has got their sister. So when we go to Sandra's house, the three of them get together and play. And oh my God, they have so much fun. But it's funny because she is the boss. Like when my two dogs get there, she's like, this is my house and you're going to follow my rules. And she like rules the roost. And it's so funny because she'll like snap at Gizmo and Bandit, keep them in their place. It's so funny. They have the best time when we go see our daughter, though. They just love playing. And her dog's name is Luna. Hi, baby. Hi. Here, good boy. Oh, we got full moon tonight. Hi, Bandit. Seems to get windier the farther I go. remember the very first time I was driving by myself. Like the very first time Larry was asleep and it was my turn to drive. And I hadn't driven very much. And we were driving on this highway called Interstate 44 in St. Louis. And if you're familiar with that highway, it takes you to Oklahoma. And it's really windy and hilly up and down. And I still remember to this day the first time I passed a semi truck. I was like white knuckling it the whole way. I think that was the thing that scared me the most when I first started truck driving. Because when you first start truck driving, like you're like, gosh, there's like not enough space between you and the semi truck because it's only 2 feet. And it makes you a nervous wreck. And then if it's like windy like this, you're both kind of moving and you're tending to move towards each other. So passing a semi, even to this day, still makes me a little nervous. That's why I always pay attention. Because like with it being so windy right now, we could smack into each other pretty easily. And not on purpose, not intentionally. It's just because the wind's taking our trucks. And the other thing I've learned is if you're having a hard time passing a truck because you guys are kind of going the same speed, if you're not loaded really heavy, when you start to go uphill, 9 times out of 10, you can pass a truck because chances are that truck is heavier than me. Because we're going pretty much the same speed, but as soon as we started going uphill, I knew that I could pass it. Like that. How many miles a week do you and your hubby drive? That's a good question. I would say we both average between 600 and 700 a day. And on average, we usually drive 5 to 6 days a week. Because, well, that's not true. Sometimes we drive 7. Like this week, we'll drive 7. Because this week we're picking up a load tomorrow, or picking up a load on Friday in Maryland, and we have to take it across country to California. So it's going to take us a whole weekend to get there. So we drive a lot. And then as far as we get asked this a lot too because fuel prices. So it costs us on average, like the other day we filled up for $99.99 because I think we maxed out the credit card. And that lasted us a day and a half because the truck's always running. So like one full tank of gas will last us about an hour, about a day and a half. About 30 hours, give or take. So that gives you an idea of how much fuel this truck goes through in a week. Okay, so that's what makes it great because they put bull meat in the chili. Very interesting. And you have a Maltese Terrier breed mix, a companion dog. He's black and white. Her name is Oreo Cookie. I call her Cookie. That is cute. We have not, well, right now we haven't been home and we're at 5 weeks right now. And we probably won't get home for another, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. But the reason we're staying out so long this time is because we were out with COVID for a whole month and we didn't get a paycheck. So right now we're trying to play catch up. So we're trying to stay out here. And unfortunately, the first 3 weeks that we were out here, our loans kept getting canceled. So we were only getting half paychecks. So it's like, it's hard to get back onto your feet when your first 3 weeks out here, you weren't getting a full paycheck because your loans kept canceling. So it's like we're trying to catch up on our bills before we decide to go home for a couple of days. But I got to go home and do taxes. So we'll probably go home in probably 2 weeks. And then we'll go back on the road, and then we got to come back the end of April because my daughter's getting married, and we're going to take a week off so I can help her out with all the preparations and all that stuff. So I'm super excited about that. And all my kids are coming in, so we're going to try and get family photos done so you can see all my kids and all my grandkids. They're all going to be there. Whenever we all get together, we try to do family photos. And what I'll do is, our photographer's a friend of ours, so she'll do like 4 or 5 photos of all of us together, and then she'll go off and do individual pictures with each of the families. So like my daughter Sandra and Blake and her kids will have pictures taken, and my daughter Tori and her husband Seth and their kids will have pictures taken, and then my daughter Caitlin and her wife, well, by then it'll be her wife Rachel, they'll have pictures taken, and then usually Larry and I will get some pictures taken too. That way, not only are we getting family photos of everybody, but then they also will get some individual photos that they can use themselves. And then Larry and I pay for it. I think the last time we did that was like 4 years ago. Okay, that's sad. I just realized we haven't all been together since, it's been about 4 years. Because my girls are Air Force. Two of my daughters are in their husbands are in the Air Force. I was waiting on that gray car to pull out in front of me. I thought for sure they were going to cut me off. They were debating on it. They were thinking on it. That's why I always have my foot over the brake, because I just anticipate that they're going to cut me off. Okay, now what the hell? This guy just slowed down really slow. Oh, because he's got slow trucks in front of him. All right. There's nobody in the left-hand lane, by the way, guys. That's why I'm still over here. If I saw people in the left-hand lane, I would definitely move over. I don't like blocking people. But since there's nobody in the left-hand lane, then I'm going to take advantage of passing the semi-trucks. And there is a car coming down, so I'm going to get over. Okay. Oh, so Cookie's a lap dog. That's cute. We do, Pamela. Hey, Brandy Ray. We do. We travel everywhere. What's really crazy is the only state we have not hit, and I don't really know why, is North Dakota. Larry and I have collected magnets from every state that we have been to, and North Dakota is the only state that has eluded us. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're not missing anything." It's like, I know that, but we still would like to get there so we could say we can get a magnet. I mean, I could cheat and buy a magnet off of Amazon, but we want to do right. And we almost made it to Alaska last year, but we got turned around in Kamloops, British Columbia, because it got too icy. So yeah, for whatever reason, North Dakota is the one state we have yet to hit. I don't really know why. We've been to South Dakota, Montana, but yeah, North Dakota. Okay, what are you gonna do here, guy? Hopefully you're gonna find your gas pedal. There's a semi truck coming right at you. Oh, people do not know how to get onto an on-ramp. No lights on, slow as hell. Come on, FedEx, find your gas pedal. You can do it. Okay, he's decided he can't do it. Most FedEx freight trucks are governed. So he probably realized that when he got behind that truck that he wasn't going to be able to get past him. So he did the right thing and he got back over to the right-hand lane. So he wasn't tying up traffic. Okay. I know. And would you believe, Pamela, that my daughter, my youngest daughter, Tori, she lives in Tucson at the Air Force Base. And so they just put in for their base of preferences. And they had to give 8 different base of preferences that they wanted. And of course, it had to be a base where my son-in-law could transfer in with his position that he currently has, because he works in the armory division. So would you believe that one of the places that she put down that she wanted to move to, now mind you, she lives in Tucson, right? 120 degrees in the summertime is normal there. North Dakota. I'm like, are you kidding me? Nobody ever requests to go to North Dakota. So I'm like, with my luck, they're going to be like, oh, you want to go to North Dakota? Okay, we're shipping you there. And I'm like, I'll never see her then because I don't ever get routes to North Dakota. So I'm crossing my fingers that the Air Force does not send her to North Dakota because I want to see my grandkids. Like where she's at right now is perfect because we go through Arizona, not all the time, but a lot more often than North Dakota. And I asked her, I'm like, why did you choose North Dakota out of all the bases you could have chose? I mean, it wasn't the only one. She had 7 other bases. But why would you choose North Dakota? And then the thing is, the particular bases in North Dakota, like she was looking up different stuff in the area. And like the Walmart, which is something you need with 3 small kids, right? And trying to keep a budget in place. The local Walmart is like an hour away from the city. I'm like, oh my God, girl. So I'm really hoping she does not get North Dakota. Grandma will not be happy. How do you video? I use a software program called StreamYard. It's a software you have to pay monthly for, just depending on how many places that you stream to. Another version is Restream, so you can check them out, StreamYard and Restream. But then I have my spare phone. That's the one that is shooting towards the road. And then the one that I'm looking at you at is my actual phone. So my spare phone runs on Wi-Fi. We have Wi-Fi on the truck. And then this one's my regular phone. We also have a tablet that we use sometimes. I know. I mean, what a temperature change. My grandkids are going to turn into little Eskimos. I love my daughter dearly. She's like my social media guru because I'm so clueless when it comes to Facebook and TikTok and all that stuff. So she helps me out in her free time and helps the old lady learn all this technology and hashtags and all that crap. But I'm like, kiddo, why would you pick North Dakota? And she's like, because I've been living in Arizona for 4 years and it's hot out. And I want some snow. I'm like, oh, girl, you're going to get some snow in North Dakota. You're going to get lots of snow. Oh, she's too funny. She is like, I call her my mini me. My daughter, Caitlin, is the oldest one. And she's so much smarter than me. She's so much smarter. And she's just calm. She's got a good head on her shoulders. And then Tori is mini me, like on like caffeine pills. She's got a hellacious little temper on her. Like if you piss her off, Lord help you. But she's very much like me. She's got a heart of gold. She just doesn't want people to know it. She's hysterical. But my two girls could not be more different. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't been to Minnesota a whole lot. We've only been to Minnesota a handful of times. Luckily, it's never been in the winter. But yeah, I wouldn't want to live in a cold state. That's what I like about the Midwest because we get all 4 seasons, but we're not stuck in one season for too long. Larry would ideally like to move to Florida eventually when we retire. Because he was born and raised in a hot climate and he would like to retire in a hot climate, but he doesn't want to have to live in California. He's like been there, done that. So yes, definitely too cold in Minnesota. You know, one place that I really like, wouldn't want to live there, but maybe have like a mountain home for vacations is Montana. Montana is breathtaking. The last time I was there was on my birthday, so almost a year ago. But Montana is very, very, very pretty. But again, that's a state that I wouldn't want to live in full time. But it'd be a beautiful state to maybe have a vacation home or a condo or something in. Montana's got some very, very picturesque areas. Lots of mountains. A couple places you can see buffalo. It's very pretty. And I love driving in the mountains of Montana. Kind of scary if there's snow on the ground or a little bit of ice, but fun. Beautiful, lots of beautiful pictures. And I love taking pictures. I think I'm like a budding photographer if I ever had the time and the patience. I love taking nature photographs. or pictures of like old buildings. I like history. I don't like your plain Jane run of the mill buildings and houses. I like something that's got some history to it. Like I would go gaga living in New Orleans. Oh my gosh. All the houses there are so unique and just historical, and the plantations and the row houses. Yeah, I would go gaga if I lived in New Orleans. Yeah, Florida is a good place to retire. We actually have some friends that moved into a retirement community there about 4 years ago now. They live in a condo and they love it. They have so many friends there. They go out, do things together all the time, hang at the pool. I don't think they've been happier because they lived in Illinois where we lived. And she finally retired and they're like, we're moving to Florida. And I've never seen them happier. Kind of jealous. She used to be our Taco Tuesday friend. We used to have a big group of people, anywhere from 20 to 30 people. And every Tuesday night, we try to hit up a new place and do Taco Tuesdays. So we were checking out all the local mom and pop restaurants that had tacos. It was so much fun because we never knew who was coming out on taco night. So a lot of times people would invite like new friends to join us. So we were constantly meeting new people. It was so much fun. I miss stuff like that because we're never home now. And then that same group of friends, we used to play a game called Bunko once a month. We'd get together and it'd be like between 20 and 40 people. And we'd play Bunko, which was so much fun. And every month it was hosted at a different house. And before long, Larry and I started finding that they kept hosting at our house. So for a while there was like every month it was at our house, which was fun because we didn't have to leave. It was great. And everybody brings, card tables and chairs. And then everybody brings a dish to share. It was great. So all we had to do is clean up when they left, and it was so much fun. We used to look forward to those. And that was another thing where every time we did Bunko, we knew who the regulars were going to be, but then everybody would invite their friends. So every single Bunko game, you'd meet new people. It was so much fun. We used to have a huge group of friends. But then when we went over the road, or I went over the road with Larry, it's hard to keep in touch with them because they don't understand the trucking life and what it's like. So now it's like all of our friends that we have now are truckers or truckers' wives because they understand the lifestyle. Our old friends just think we're crazy. It's like you gave up everything and you went on the road and you drive a truck. And I think that they think it's like really manly, and it can be, but I think I'm pretty feminine. I can get masculine too if I need to. I can get dirty and greasy. But there's lots of female truckers out here. I love it. So definitely a lifestyle I wouldn't trade for anything. I think Larry's going to be ready to retire way before I am. So I have a feeling what's going to happen is that Larry's going to retire and then he'll be my rider. And I'll keep riding. And then he could be the one, he could do my log books and he could cook dinner, breakfast. Because I don't think I'm going to be ready to retire at the same time Larry is. That'd be kind of fun because he could still be my rider. He could do all the stuff that I used to do. Keeping the truck clean, doing the log books, doing all the paperwork, cooking meals, and then I'll just drive. I have a girlfriend named Terry. A lot of you guys know her, TJ Granny. And she does the same thing. She's the driver, and her husband, Paul, stays home and takes care of her mom, who's real sick right now. But he goes out on the road with her and chancing kids. And it works for them. Oh, yes. Chicago drives me insane too. It seriously does. Even to this day, and I've driven through Chicago a million times, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I'm always white knuckling in Chicago. People drive like insane there. And then the traffic doesn't help. And especially if you're on a semi truck because they're cutting you off right and left. Atlanta is another one that scares the crap out of me, especially during rush hour. Okay, you get in front of me and then you slow down. What is that crap about? Exactly. Get over. I understand how some people think sometimes. I'll get in front of a semi truck and I'll go slow. Yes, the roads in Chicago are very rough. They're like pothole city. Lose a whole tire. Yeah, it's. I think it's hard for them to maintain the roads because they have so much traffic at all times on those roads. It's got to be hard to keep them up and keep maintained. That, and of course, the state of Illinois is always bankrupt. I've lived there my whole life, and I think that since I've lived there, we've had 3 governors that have been put in prison because of illegal stuff that they did while they were a governor. I live in a very crooked state. That's a good question. I have no idea. I have no idea. And the thing is, Illinois, what I think it was 2 years ago, they started allowing the CBD shops and the pop shops to open up. And so that's like a huge revenue stream for Illinois. They're making a ton of money off of that. So it's like, it'd be nice to see them start working on their roads because they're making a ton of money off of that. Those CBD shops are popping up all over the place in Illinois. And they get a huge chunk of the money because it's got a really high tax rate on all that, with the intention that the money was supposed to go back towards road repairs and stuff like that. But I don't know. I haven't seen really that much road work. stops are on the side of the road up here. That's the reason I'm getting back into the middle lane. All right, guys, I think I might get off here. I'm going to try and find a place to pull over for a little bit. Try to let Larry get a couple hours of sleep with the truck not moving, because it's hard to get good quality sleep while the truck's moving. And he's still got a few hours before he needs to take over. So I'm going to try to find a truck stop. So I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a good evening, and I will see you guys probably either later on tonight or tomorrow. Bye, everybody.